Alright everyone, welcome everyone to the Valorant Challenges Tour Oceania. Today we are playing Zoogang versus Tiny Turtle Squad. I'm going to be your host today, Atlas, and I'm going to be doing my best to take you all through. It's going to be an interesting game today, best of 3. We're starting up on Lotus, and then we'll be going to Split, and should we need to go to a map 3, we will be going all the way to Sunset. Now, I'm not super familiar with either team, so I'm looking forward to the game and looking at the picks that we have coming in at the moment. It's going to be some fast-paced, fun gameplay, because it looks like for Tiny Turtle Squad, we have quite the comp picked. We have a Neon, Gecko, Viper, Omen, and Chamber. So definitely not the most conventional picks for this map, but I'm ready for it. I want to see what they have to show over on the Zoogang. Definitely also an interesting comp being hovered. No Viper, which is, some teams have been pivoting away from it, especially now that we are on the live patch and Viper has been nerfed. No surprises there, but definitely going to be interesting to see how they get value from that Sova pick, should that come in. Anyways, yeah, these picks should be coming in just a second now. We should be getting right into the action. And I can't wait to get started, honestly. This is the first time I've been casting Valorant challenges, and I can't wait to see what they have to show. And now the other interesting thing about this is that XG is our team coming out of Split 1. This is the Split 2 relegation at the moment. And Tiny Turtle Squad is actually coming straight from Premiere, so they've come straight out of the game's own promotion system into this Tier 2 competition, now fighting for a chance to play with the big boys from Tier 1. Anyways, now that we are in the game, it's going to be, I believe, Tiny Turtle Squad on the offense. And we're going to have Zoogang defending. On this pistol round, have to see what they have to show here. Of course, with the pistol rounds, we're going to be expecting to see probably some slightly different stuff to what you'd normally expect, but that's all good. Alright. Is the match timer paused for some reason? Hold on, there's something going on here. I'm not too sure why the match timer is paused. That's probably not meant to happen. Hold on, sorry everyone, small delays here. Just gonna quickly mute my mic and I'll find out what's going on. Apologies, everyone. At the moment, there is just a small tech pause going on. Not 100% sure what the issue is, but I'll get you guys updated when I can, and hopefully we can get into the game as soon as possible.
By the way, I don't know if the streams hit, like, showing the fucking map and shit, but probably a good chance to, like, swap it to something where they can't see.
Don't let it happen again.
Alright, I believe we are now in.
It's alright.
Sorry for the delays,
Guns,
everyone.
Miss is very angry with you guys.
I'm just gonna unpause the game. And then, yeah, okay, we're in.
I unpaused it.
Sorry for the delays, everyone. I believe all the tech issues have been sorted out. And we are finally going to be getting into the game. Looks like we're going to go for some early A main aggression from XG. Spartabang with the flash drive in hand. Viper Wall to claim this space as well, so we'll see what fight they have to show. Of course, looking at the minimap, most of the players of TTS are in fact going towards C. It is just going to be the Viper who should spot out this aggression. And we'll have to see what the reaction is. So now we start the game. Round 1 of Tuttle Troop. No, not Tuttle Troop. That's what they used to be called. Tiny Tuttle Squad. Going against Zoogang for the first game of relegation. Some aggression has been shown across the map. It is going to be space taken towards Mound. Not too much going on just yet. No fights being taken, but plenty of information across the map for both teams. Going to be a fake smoke towards the C site. Another one in reply, but no contact just yet. Now this Viper Wall is going to come up. And TTS are going to be slowly creeping out. Dasani here should be making first contact as the wall drops. Snaps onto Regent and another beautiful shot. Catching on to Cats. A third one on the round. Make it 4. No, maybe not quite. Flashed up. Peeking out again. Another headshot. But unfortunately the shields are gone. We'll keep him alive. Traded out by Spartabang though. And Brew's in a tough spot here. Does find the head of one with the headhunter. Oh, but what a shot. Jumping right click I think that was over the top by Brew. It's going to be Zoogang taking the pistol round. Now going on to their eco. Gonna make it hopefully make it a 2-0 lead for the defense. And honestly, Dasani there, a bit of a hero play towards Rubble there. Snapping with the shots, hitting onto 3. And that was more than enough to claim that pistol round. Of course it is just a pistol, so not too much to hedge your bets on just yet, but all good. So now, once again, early aggression towards A main. Many players from TCS, though, slowly creeping up B. Just an alarm bot here, which will give the information, is now Nove sliding in with the classic. Again, not the biggest investment into this round. They're just going to be hoping to get that bomb down, get that plant money, and maybe get away with some kills. Definitely not expected to get much in this round, as the door is going to get opened, and Brew here with the Headhunter. That's a weapon that can deal some damage, and Yuji is actually going to be the first to fall, pulling out the classic as well. Brew finding a second. Suddenly there's some danger in this round. A Sparta Bang on site. Picks up the first. That's a good start. Has to reload. There is players here on a crossfire. Plenty of people in this tree area. Dasani, though, with the Vandal, sprays down 3. Brew will find one more. But the round will go the way of XG. An expensive one, though. 4 people dropping. It's going to be an interesting buy going into the next. Of course, Dasani is going to take that Vandal over into the next round. As you can see, the Sheriff buys are coming out. It's not going to be a perfect bonus here. And I'm sure TTS are going to be very happy with how that went. It's not super often where you see a second round go that successfully. I mean, 1 kill short of being a conversion at the end of the day, so I'm sure they'll be happy with it. So now we go into our first sort of pseudo gun round. Of course, this is the bonus, so there is 3 sheriffs on the side of Zhugang. Dasani is going to take some shots towards C Mound. Going to push Turtle Troop back just a little bit. I keep on saying Turtle Troop. Turtle Squad. Tiny Turtle Squad. TTS. They're just going to stay hidden for now, not reveal too much, but possibly look to reclear. Brew, though, has snuck up and found Downtail. Just sneaking up on B, that chamber lurking, coming out, finding the value. He's had a lot of kills so far. Of course, only 2 rounds in. We'll see what he can do for the whole game. But he's certainly been hitting so far, if that's anything to go off. Now creeping towards A, Dasani has actually taken the space back, so he should know. And you can see on the minimap, all of these defenders rotating, all ready for this hit. And they know what's coming. However, Dasani has fallen on the flank, so this is a 3v5, even though the rotates are here. Beautiful shot from Sparta Bang. Yuji's finding one as well. Hunt is going to go down, though. The Sheriffs are finding their mark, and suddenly this is down to a 2v2. This is a bonus that could be converted, especially with Gon really, really low on HP here. Both players from TTS, grouped here in tree, going to be waiting for the tap. As it comes out, Gecko blind over the top, will blind, but the spam will drop Gon. Like I said, low HP. Falling to 1 shot. Now as the smoke fades, it's going to be Yuji who comes out on top. The dark cover not lasting quite long enough. And that defuse will come out. And despite the odds, this bonus round will be converted 3-0 for Zhugang. A good start. They're going to be possibly investing more into this round. Yeah, I saw an operator on the screen for a second, but that is going to be traded for an Odin. A more appropriate tool, if you will, for an Odin. For a Sova, sorry. So, yeah, like I was saying, Brew has had a really, really good start. 7-3 so far. Matched only by Dasani. But now, after losing the bonus round, well, it's gonna be TTS down to the Sheriff buy.
You want to play?
So once again, Brew, well, he's got the tour de force, but the 0 point shuts him down, takes the weapon out of his hands. That's the KO finding value, the double initiator. Proving that they have prepped this. And I mean, well, now it's going to be all down to the Sheriffs to see what they can get done in this round. I mean, like I was saying earlier, Brew, he's been the one that's hitting shots so far, so the whole team's got to step up here. The weaponry is definitely not in their favor. Already down to a 4v5. They're going to be looking to re-clear A. Wall up is going to let them take back Rubble as... Well, the first is spotted, but Like I said, just a sheriff. Dasani easily winning that out. And Sparta Bang just through the smoke. Dasani's found 3 on the round. But Gon will get a consolation prize. But now fully blinded up, Sparta Bang takes him down. 4-0, a clean start for Zhugang. Now you gotta be looking to the rest of the Tiny Turtle squad and maybe thinking, how can we bring this into our favor a little bit, right? We have a Neon player, hasn't quite found the entries yet. Maybe change up the tempo a little bit, maybe try and fight for that space a little bit more aggressively. We've seen plenty of fights from the defense over towards A, but, you know, not really a whole lot from Turtle Troop. Oh, once again, Turtle Troop, oh my gosh, Tiny Turtle Squad. This time they're going to be taking Mound, fight fast again. Brew missing the op shot. He is in a bit of danger here. Doesn't quite have any perfect opportunities to escape, but fortunately for him, no one's going to be pressing the issue. So null command will stop them from progressing much further onto C. That utility is down. Possibly looking to reconsider here. Spamming going back and forth. Nothing quite found yet, but certainly Zhugang knowing that there's plenty there, and well, Dasani smelling blood in the water, popping the showstopper and finds regen. A good connection there. The 6th sense almost of the Raze player. Able to find that Viper lurking, and that's a big bit of util taken out of the round. They no longer have that A wall to reclaim that rubble area. So it looks like they might be forcing their way into C. Mosh Pit going to be helping to clear out this elbow area. Yuji forced into the open, blinded up, but is going to keep their life just for now. Is this site? Well, it's going to be falling slowly. As the players work their way on, it's going to be hard to get this plant down. Wingman's going to help with that as, well, Bruce found a lurk kill. So that's going to help them out here. 4v3. They do have the guns and that operator, so definitely still chances here as the head of Dasani. I don't know how on earth Gon saw that, dodging the flash. Does eventually get spammed through the smoke as now it's down to Brew and Cats, and, well, they're not going to find the shots. Zhugang clean with it, not dropping too many weapons. Finding the 5th here, a good retake and a good hold of the site, not letting the Tiny Turtle squad really get any map control at all to begin with. They sort of had that mound area, but no access to the site, stopped in their tracks, and, well, they were definitely ready for it. So now a timeout is going to be called from the Tiny Turtle squad. Going to be talking about what's going on, what's going wrong, and how they might be adjusting to this. Yeah, so far we've seen, I mean, it seems to be that they're, you know, Brew's getting massive value off of this chamber, right? He's just lurking up, tapping heads. Just kind of what you want to see from a chamber, but the rest of the squad, maybe not quite finding their mark. We'll have to see what they can do with this unconventional comp. It's certainly an interesting one. You don't see that neon every day on this map. But likewise, they are also going against a somewhat equally unconventional comp. I mean, KO and Sova, definitely not the most common initiators on this map. You see plenty of geckos and fades, but not so much the KO and Sova off the top of my head. Now the timeout expires. Going back into the round. See what they have planned. See if they can turn this around. I mean, Lotus does tend to be a pretty swingy map. I mean, you can take advantage of the ult orbs and really start to push rounds in your favor and snowball them together. We'll have to see how this goes for them. See what their plan is once again, aggression shown towards A main. Keeping these players back in regen, well, he's been spammed all the way down. That's going to keep them back, and once again, just leaning into the C-take. Nove, for once, first time in the game, finding that first pick. Yuji, maybe just a little bit overeager on that first peek, just for the info. Just leaving Sparta Bang alone on the site. He does have one teammate in Shinobu here to trade him out, but he doesn't manage to convert. Gon finds both of them. That's the site contained. It's Brew walking up B. That's the sort of round we want to see. 4 players alive. First round on the board for Tiny Turtle Squad. A good response, and yeah, I mean, I guess it's just the fights going the way of Tiny Turtle Squad for once. Seeing that open again. That's what we wanted to see off of the timeout. A clean round. Maybe you gotta question the Killjoy going down first, but who knows? Who am I to say? It's easy to say that in retrospect when you can see the minimap, but yeah, once again, GTS very happy to just continue fighting towards Mound. They do seem to get this space very easily at the start of the round. Haven't pivoted a whole lot as, well, A main is well and firmly under control of Dasani, investing the paint shells almost every round to hold them back. This time it's going to be the Thrash sent in through elbow. That's going to give them pretty much all of sight, but do they know that there are 3 players here, potentially here to shoot them down? And if you look at the minimap, well, the spike's actually going the other way. Downtail has taken down Nove. It's gonna hopefully look to reconsider this in this 4v5. The entry has fallen, and well, now you gotta be wondering, how much map control do we really have? Of course, the Omen lingering on C. Bested from the shadows, but, well, Yuji spots him out, takes him down. Not really anything gained from that, and well, TTS, it's back to square one, walking up B main. There's still an alarm bot here, so you're not going to get in for free, and Downtail, I'm sure, is going to be having none of this once he hears all this utility. Should be a recon bolt to possibly spot out some of these players. Spamming through the smoke. How did that get so much damage? No kills, and, well, actually the mosh pit will take down Downtail. Just that small amount of damage, able to do a lot. Killjoy lockdown in response, though. Gonna let them potentially get half into the bomb as they fight back into main. It's regen unable to find any, and well, the defuse is already gone by the time Brew has anything to say in this round. Takes down one, but the operator will be lost. And what was a good round at first, getting that first one on the board, well, doesn't really get turned into anything else, unfortunately. Of course, plenty of ults invested across the board. We're checking in now. Well, they do have the Neon ult, and possibly look to turn up the tempo, possibly take B fast here. Let's see what their plan is. They are going to be walking forward, potentially looking to jump on this as, well, Shinobu, maybe unaware, sort of just staring at the wall with this paranoia out. Some space has been taken on C. Is he ready for them to be so close? They're not checking the box, so he could get a ton of value out of this Shinobu. He's heard all of them walk past. Now he sees the back. He gets one. They turn around. They do get the trade. So not too much found. Plenty of information, at least, as they know that, well, no one's left in main. And with this flank, well, they're certainly going to know that they can fully start this retake from behind as, well, it seems like the map's been flipped. And it's actually going to be XG taking the most of this, and, well, the paint shells will finish off Brew. Definitely not quite what TTS would have wanted here from this round.
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned. Sometimes
Not too much invested, though. Still have 2 ults in the back pocket now. Have the Viper's Pit as well. But it is an eco, so not the best weapons. Yeah, this has been very dominant from XG thus far. See if they can drag their lead out a little bit more. Or if potentially TTS can get a few more rounds up before the half. Once again, they're going to go for this slow walk up on B. Not really much control elsewhere, but they are going to find an empty site. So now the Neon ultimate is popped. He's going to be running in. Nove going to try and find some value off of it. Potentially this Viper's Pit here to invest if they choose to. They do have those close range weapons here with the stingers, so could deal some damage, but choosing to save it for now. As Nove does find the first. Dasani does fall. Brew pushing forward into heaven. Will find Spartabang as well. So this eco round has some bite to it. Nove eventually dropped, but Brew taking them down. Suddenly all down to Yuji in the flank, and now the pit comes out. They know that they have a good chance in this 3v1. The pit drops, and 3 people staring at Yuji. Brew. Excellent work there, picking up 4 on the round. It seems to be Brew is definitely the win condition for TTS. He's going absolutely ballistic so far. 15 and 7.
Right here.
Really good stuff from him.
Right here.
We're starting to see a little bit more success from TTS. They are finding the sites at least, and that's a start. Of course,
Here we go.
you know, they might be wanting to be a bit more decisive in some of these. You don't want to rely on those eco
Let's
wins.
play.
Now the tour de force comes out. Brew looking to find his mark. This round, for once, we're going to be seeing things towards the A site. Now we see the Sova with the Odin spamming through the wall. Plenty of chip damage on, and oh, Regen falls. That's gotta hurt. The Odin through the wall. You hate to see it. And Sova, the perfect agent for it as well, is, well, now in a 3v5. No choice but to commit to the site. The util comes out. The Odin sounds, and, well, Wisdom Cats will find one, but that's all they'll get in that round. Eventually taken down Sova, but yeah, no doubt that Downtails was more than ready for that. Waiting and sitting on the A site all these rounds. They finally come his way, and, well, the spam comes out in reply, and, well, maybe that's why they haven't been going towards the A site that much. 8-2 now. Definitely not quite what you want from this. Of course, when you do consider that they have this double smoke comp with a chamber, you might consider that potentially they're more favored on the defense. Especially with that stopping power that Viper and Chamber can't provide, but, well, you might need a few more rounds, as that's not a great way to start off. 1 for 1, still a 4v4. Brew has fallen though, so we'll see how they can do without him, but they do seem to have the correct read here, going towards C. It is an empty site, and Regen should find a good timing on the lurk. Although that Dizzy has been heard, an incredibly loud ability for some reason. Gonna call Sparta Bang over on the rotate. Bit of a pause here though, so not quite committed to the site just yet. You see Nove walking forward, and it's actually going to be the Thrash invested this round, as Nove is going to run in behind it. Sparta Bang should have been spotted there. Oh, and Shinobu's actually been caught. They should know that someone is in that smoke, but not quite ready to push it all together, but they are ready to fight Sparta Bang. Somehow he found one, but traded by Nove. This is a round which has a chance in it. Good trades, down to a 1v2. It's all down to Regen. And that shock dart, it's gonna catch. The Odin. Are they ready for him to peek out? The jumping around! Oh gosh. Regen probably wasn't ready for that. Does end up finding him, but Yuji, good with the trade. I can't say I've ever seen that sort of response in a Valorant 1v1 before. You know, most players have fight or flight, but that was a jump response. Now going into the last round of the half, well, all TTS can hope for is a 9-3. They do have guns to brand to it, fortunately, but, you know, they got a lot of work cut out for them if they want to make this map close. Maybe even potentially take it. See what their approach is this round. This time Dasani is going to be towards the C site. This is where the TTS has been fighting, and this time Nove does end up getting it, and the null command, well, it gets dropped as well. Do they realize Shinobu is being fast on this flank? They do spot him out, and ends up getting traded 4v2. So this is promising. They have won the C mount fight. The call comes to cancel. This time they go in towards A. Regen has taken pretty much all of A main for free. This is a free site now. They're going to be hoping to convert this numbers advantage. They should be favored here. 4v2, there's no reason for them to lose this, especially with Wisdom Cats getting all the way into backside. They should know that no one's here, but the drone has spotted him out. He does get out with his life, but, oh, well, God maybe wasn't ready for it, but was able to hit the shot onto Downtail. 4v1 now for Yuji. Should be no chance here at all. As he creeps forward, we should be looking to see a 9-3 half. There's our tree, no one there, the plant is for main. And yeah, Gon will drop him. 9-3 for TTS at the half.
Switching sides.
Now that we go into the defense for them, maybe they have a bit more to do. But I'm sure they'll be confident. You can hope for nothing more, or nothing less. we'll see how they play this comp. And I mean, from the beginning, I've been saying that neither of these comps are necessarily conventional, so definitely a bit of a chaotic game so far. Lots of fighting all over the map. So once again, I mean, A main and Lotus is definitely a highly contested area of the map. We see fights all the time here. We'll see how TTS choose to fight it with the Neon instead of the Rays. You don't have the paint shells, but you do have those relay bolts that can push people back. Now we watch Nove running forward. Like I said, the relay bolt coming out will push XG all the way back, and they're going into the hands of Brew, who has now been spotted out actually in the 0 point. Will force him to TP. C-mount control gained, but potentially looking to bring this bomb back towards the A site, where there will just be one waiting. Wisdom Cats holding his one way, waiting for that contact. It's TDS. Well, they've kind of taken the bait on that C mount aggression. 4 players stationed towards B and C, and well, now that smoke that came out has actually blocked off the chamber trip. There's now Wisdom Cats. Well, this is the tell, right? Now we should start to see some rotates coming over, as well, he's got a lot to hold here. Spots the first, and Sparta Bang takes him down. An empty side ahead of them. They just have to get past regen. Fighting through this broken door. He will spot them, but no one falling. As they say that, John's peeking out of stairs. Unable to find any, and ooh, Yuji. Close to getting taken out by Brew. The calls actually come out to rotate back to C. Of course, Yuji had that control the whole time, never left. And now diffing Brew. Well, the bomb's going to go down with 12 seconds remaining. A really, really well played default from XG. Making the right call to pivot over. It's all down to Nove and Regen. Does find first onto the Sani, and Regen here has brought it down to a 2v2. Players low, but well, the right click from Shinobu will shut it down. As it's 10-3, and a difficult road ahead if TTS want any chance at this. Zoogang maintaining their dominance into the second half of Lotus.
Go, go, go.
Of course, Brew has still been absolutely insane, but yeah, I mean, you have to look to the rest of the members of the team and possibly think they have to step up a little bit. If we're looking at the buys here, well, it's going to be 3 Vandals brought into this and a bit of a force. And to be fair, there's not many other options when you're down this many numbers. You got to start getting those rounds on the board if you want any chance, and well, weaponry is the only thing that's going to give you that advantage. They should have heard that stinger though, so the bells should be ringing in XG's head that, well, we got to be a little bit careful here, because it's not just pistols we're up against. Some SMGs as well. A-main has been taken by TTS, and, well, XG possibly shook enough that they're going to be rotating over towards C, but potentially not ready for this slow walk-up re-clearing of B-main. Yeah, TTS should know that, well, they should be going into C, and Brew will be the first to spot them. Going to be pushed back, but there's 2 people quickly coming on the flank. Maybe that turret was just disabled from being too far away. As well, Downtail does get a wind of them as Nove sliding in. Beautiful stun. Takes Downtail down, and the Stingers are finding the impact, but the rifle, like I said, 3 Vandals brought into this. Only 3 members left, so they should all have that heavy weaponry, and it's definitely paying off as Brew's actually picked one up for himself. It's suddenly all down to Wisdom Cats, though. Finding one of these rifles lying around, finds the first, spots Shinobu, but, well, Shinobu's cleaner and quicker with the shot. Taking him down, 11-3 now. The Force, well, it had some bite to it, but not quite able to convert at the end of the day, and it was Shinobu to drag XG over the line. But they're just going to be happy they got out of it. Probably not caring too much about the economy at that point. They're going to be forcing straight back into this. Now a timeout called from XG, actually. Maybe not quite happy with that round. Gonna be thinking up some strats to potentially make sure that the rounds don't get so close again. Looking to close this out as cleanly as possible. Of course, this will also give TTS a little bit of time to talk amongst themselves and how they want to approach this. It's going to be a rough bye here since they did force into that round and unfortunately did lose, but we'll see what they have here. I mean, yeah, that's definitely got to be a punch in the guts for TTS, right? Like, forcing into that, getting it all the way down to a 1v1 and still losing it out. It's definitely rough. And maybe they're going to be thinking about the next map here. Who knows? Maybe they're just going to see how many they can put up on the board. We should be getting back into things. It was a fairly late timeout told. Going to be getting right back into the action. So the barriers drop and, well, I keep singing the same song, but the fight over towards A main is just Sheriffs this time, and, well, actually it's going to be Yuji over on C who's found one, and, well, he gets another on Brew as somehow, for some reason, he's chosen to stick around despite being tagged by the drone. Maybe detained and wasn't able to TP away. Nove peeking through the smoke, gets taken down by Downtail, and, well, this round's over as quickly as it starts. Wisdom Cats playing anti-flash. Oh, Spada Bang! Like ships in the night passing by. Nice shots for Wisdom Cats, but gonna need a lot more than that to convert a 1v5 with a Sheriff. And now, match point for Zhugang. This will be the first full gun round of the defense, but maybe just a little bit too little, too late. He's starting towards A main once again. Low this time. It's not the defense trying to take that control. Looks like XG are going to be happy to try and contest this as much as they can. They're going to be going up against the full force of Brew. Flash comes out. Going to push him right back. Operator maybe not able to find that value as, well, Shinobu's gone straight into stairs. Maybe a little bit unlucky for TTS that, well, the full stacks come towards the site with one player. I mean, Brew's been incredible, but 1v5 on site, well, the paint shells eventually take him down, and, well, Shinobu, an unexpected off angle, all down to a 2v5 now. This should be map 1 going the way of XG, unless Gon and Nove have anything to say about it. Shots coming out, Nove falls, it's a flawless round. Zhugang take the first map, 13-3, extremely dominant here. As yeah, they do pick up that map. It was Tiny Turtle Squad's map pick, so unlucky there. As yeah, well, we're going to be potentially going to a short break here. Just going to change a few things around on the overlay, but we'll be right back after a short break. Alright everyone, we're back. XG versus Tiny Turtle Squad. Welcome back to Valorant Challenges Oceania. I'm Atlas. We're on to map 2 of Split now after Zoogang had a very dominant map 1 of Lotus, taking Tiny Turtle Squad's map pick 13-3. So now we move into Split. It's actually Zoogang's map pick, so I imagine they'll be looking to close this series out in a dominant fashion here. We'll see what they have cooked on Split. We're actually seeing a deadlock pick. Now that is not something I thought I would be seeing today. Can't say I've ever casted a deadlock, so I'm excited to see what they have cooked here. So we're going in, they're going to be on the offense here. And yeah, well, they certainly didn't have to do too much on their attack side to close out Lotus, so we'll see how their attack is on Split. They do just have the single duelist, double sentinel, and one initiator and one smokes player, so yeah, very interesting comp. Whereas on the side of TDS, well, it's maybe a bit more of normality. The double controller Raze, Cypher Sky, a bit more of a stable Split meta comp. We'll see what XG have to show as well. Downtail, that's certainly a shot. Snapping onto Nove, finding the first blood in this map. Now they look to fight that mid as, well, Dasani, even though Regen was ahead of that stun, does manage to snap onto him, and now Brew being pushed back. He was excellent on the chamber map 1, topping the scoreboard. Now we see him on Omen, and we'll see if we can have the same impact, or maybe even more. Wisdom Cats finding the lurker. That's a big puzzle piece taken out of this round. You should be hearing all these steps though, as XG are going to be fast into A site. No Cypher set up here to contest, just the camera, and just Wisdom Cats spamming through the smokes. The plant will go down though. Now gone, well, he's got that barrier mesh to contest with, and well, it takes a lot of bullets to destroy it, and they know someone's there because they heard him shooting, and well, you can see all of them in elbow here, maybe looking to fight this as the barrier mesh is probably about to get destroyed. Oh, nope, it's still up. I stand corrected. So the retake's actually going to be coming out of heaven and flank. Downtail, another excellent shot, does get traded by Brew, but this is a 2v3 here. Few players low, it's all down to Brew, and Shinobu takes him down, the Omen from map 1. It's going to be Zoogang claiming that pistol. They've been successful with, I believe, every single pistol round so far. I think they're 3 for 3. Oh, 3 for 3, yeah. So good stuff from them. So yeah, so we're going into the second round here. See what they have invested. 3 rifles, a Spectre, and a Ghost. So very heavy investment from XG, not scared to buy guns to try and bring the fight straight to TTS. As well, Downtail spamming through the smokes. That is crazy, and a beautiful fault line stunning up the players of TTS, pushing down mid. It's gonna be a fast one, over as quickly as it started. So those weapons finding their mark, and you can see the advantage of that now as we're going into the bonus round. It doesn't even look like a bonus, there's 4 rifles here. And I mean, Spectre, certain players, they go kind of crazy with it. You know, you think to the players like Devi from Paper X, absolutely insane on the Spectre. We'll see what Spider-Man can do with it, but you know, with the Initiator, you're not going to be the first player to take those fights anyway, so I'm sure there'll be guns to pick up as well. We see Dasani looking to double satchel up into ramps here with the stun. Not going to find anyone. Just a Cypher trip if they choose to push just a little bit further forward. They're in behind the boxes with the Boombot. There's 2 players here. Wisdom Cats and Regen. Cypher and Viper. 2 very good players for stopping these takes. So we actually look to mid. Shinobu has taken down Brew. Now as mid falls, one is gonna... Yuji is gonna fall. Now into a 4v3. Heaven control gained, but not too much more. As well, if we look at the minimap, Shinobu's kind of stuck at mid here. Does spot out Regen, but Nove coming up behind takes him down. Now just these two players left, taking the A site. There is still a player here. A flashpoint probably won't connect as Wisdom Cats is not blinded at all. It's all down to Downtail, who somehow hit that shot through the smoke. Come on. Downtail's been hitting some insane shots that he's not even saying the other players. Nove, though, won't be having any of it. Takes him down. And a faster response from TTS this time. Not waiting for the rounds to escape them. They will claim it. Make sure that bonus doesn't get converted, but of course, with the buy that XG had, they still will have rifles for this round. A well-managed economy at the end of the day, and, well, a pretty clean bonus as well from the side of TTS. Only one player having to save. Oh, never mind, he's got a Phantom now. So yeah, first full gun round it seems that we've seen, like, all series. There's a lot of pistols and SMGs and weird buys going on Lotus. So now we're going into split. Seems that maybe we might have a little bit of a closer game. We'll have to see though as, well, it's going to be aggression towards B main. The grab net missing just for now is gone, flashes around the side. Does find Downtail. No insane shots this time, but Dasani, he's found his way all the way up onto rafters. Gonna be looking to find any of those early rotators. It's just gonna be everyone in spawn at mid though. Still plenty to clear here. So the bomb will go down and the time starts to click.
Poison's off.
See how the retake goes as the players from TTS are all in heaven now. There's gonna be one going around to CT. Here comes the snake bite, the paranoia. Nothing quite connecting, and Shinobu will find the first as Regen dropping down. Has two targets to choose from, and, well, it's a bit indecisive. And all three retakers dropped in an instant. A clean response from XG. Now it's going to be TTS down to that eco buy. The brutal Valorant economy here. You gotta be getting rounds on the board as quickly as you can, and ideally in quick succession as well, so you can start to build that economy up.
No heroics. Follow protocol. Satchel out.
Yeah, XG definitely happy to fight here, as we see once again. Maybe a little bit uncoordinated there, going into their own grab net. Slightly bad timing, but no worries, no one was on site to punish, fortunately for them. Wisdom Cat, the only player on site, in fact. And he's all the way up in rafters, so no one to contest here. Just a camera to see the mishaps going on in B main. See if Yuji can find his mark here. Brew spotted him, but unable to land the shots. Good position there ahead of the cyber cages. Knew that no one had crossed in. So now Dasani creeping forward should spot this trip. This one's a difficult one to break. He will eventually find it, and, well, Viper Orb goes up, and that's mid-control denied just for the moment. Oh, Dasani clearly wants to pick a fight somewhere, knows that this play is close. Just doesn't quite get the opportunity to find his shot. No one showing their face just yet as, well, now the dark cover comes out and Dasani gets what he finally wants. The head of Regen, served on a silver platter. So he now explores a little bit further. Wisdom Cat's just jiggling with the sheriff. Not taking any space too fast, and, well, the Deadlock ult missing completely. But Dasani is happy to collect where the Deadlock ult could not. Maybe a little bit of a large investment, considering that they're against an eco round and a 3v5. And, well, now it's a 5v1, and Nove is completely stunned up. Only has a Bucky here. Won't even find the one. Yuji takes him down. And well played from XG. Looking to pull ahead just as they did on Lotus. Despite the fact that they didn't get their bonus round this time, they're more than happy to move forward with their lives and keep taking these rounds. Doesn't look like they're slowing down. Of course, that was just an eco round, but now Dasani has the showstopper. And, well, Dasani certainly hasn't slowed down since last map. Definitely not quite seeing the same impact from TTS that Brew had. think he was like something like 19 and 12 or something ridiculous. Top on the leaderboard, like I said earlier. So XG this round? Well, they're going to go down mid. Lots of players here, and after that noise cue, all the util comes out, but it's actually going to be Sparta Bank to find the Frost. Trades back and forth, down tail. Collects 2, actually. And suddenly it's all down to Nove. This has not gone the way of TTS in the slightest. Heaps of util invested, but, well, no return on that one. There's Nove. Well, he will eventually find one creeping up through ropes. UG unable to find it, and, well, able to get past that first obstacle, but now that sound sensor will stun him up. How on earth is he getting that? The cosmetic debuff will allow Nove to get one, but not look in the right direction as the double swing comes out from screens. Shinobu will close out the round. Maybe got a little bit closer comfort there with Nove satcheling forward and somehow finding 2. At the end of the day, it is a round converted for XG. They certainly don't have any worries about the economy. Plenty of credits in the bank, and, well, on the other side, just sheriffs. Maybe a stinger coming out as well onto Brew. Not a lot going into this one. Now the barriers drop. Nove getting proactive. Should have had that first shot. Doesn't connect onto Dasani, but Brew finds 2 with the stingers. Does get out with his life as well. They have dropped the spike, so they knew that this... Well, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 more people there. Shinobu, though, using his ult to get into the back lines. Spotting out 2. Oh my gosh, gone. Why are you reloading in the open? Does get dropped, swapping over to the sheriff, and... Well, it was a good attempt at the eco round, finding the first 2, but the back lines disrupted. That Shinobu's so good at doing it.
Spike planted.
It will end up taking the round back into the hands of XG, and whoa, through the smoke. Come on. Is there no honest Valorant in this game? Must OCE really fall back to spamming through the smokes? It's now the timeout coming out. TTS are going to take a moment to collect themselves. So we're seeing a similar scoreline start to form as we saw on Lotus. See what they have to think about. None of the plans really working out. I mean, sometimes they're getting good starts, but then it falls apart later on, like we just saw. And of course, that was an eco round, so we can cut them some slack, but I guess you'd ideally want to see a little bit more. I mean, even just looking at the kills, right? This time, no players really standing out on the side of Tiny Turtle squad. Not even Brew. I mean, he had two with the stinger that round, but that's kind of the only round where he's stuck out so far. I mean, Nove had the 1 round as well, but yeah, just nothing quite clicking into place. Feels like they have the pieces potentially, but hopefully gonna put them together now with this timeout. We're going into round 8 here.
Over there.
There's a 9-3 on Lotus. We'll see if they can take this one back a little bit, make it a little bit closer, or if we'll see XG on a dominant attack round, or attack half, sorry. Let's see some early info gathering towards B main. One way in their face, and good flash to hold them back, and the info gathered. Oh, and okay. I don't know if maybe Dasani saw region before that orb went up, but if that's another spoke spam skill. Spam kill. That's like something like 4 or 5 this game. This is ridiculous. Mid control has been taken for XG, and well, Brew's kind of ahead of this util. And hold on a second, this is maybe suddenly looking a little bit better. Now on a 4v2 for TTS. This is one of the first rounds where they're really showing that they maybe do have that fight left in them. Potentially that they want to see this go a little bit further. Potentially bring us over to a map 3. Still a long way to go, but you know, a good clean round like this is what you want to see. So they're going to be holding on to Mail, not letting anyone walk forward. And XG, well, they have the spike, so they could go anywhere. You know, the world's your oyster, but they are choosing to
30
stay
seconds
towards
left.
mid. That flash will reveal their position. Guiding light, good for the information. None left though, especially after that sky nerf. They no longer regenerate. Now downtail. Creeping forward in B main and gone. Should see him. But downtail. It's been so clean with the shots, whether it's through a smoke or in a nice honest Valorant 50-50 like that. We'll see what he can do with the deadlock.
Sound sensor up.
The ultimate is available here. Be good in these situations. 3v2, you can potentially take one down while you're fighting the others. Potentially still winnable here. Nove though with the ultimate does connect, but the sound sensor will eventually take him down. And, well, it was a nice try from XG. Or TTS will finally get around on the board. Clean with the trades. The defuse should be coming out. And it's 6-2. That's what we want to see. It's getting the rounds on the board. It's all well and good to get one or two. We'll see if they can start stringing them together. That's where we start to see a little bit more competition here. We want to see this be competitive, right? I mean, OC, we've not been known for being a strong region in Valorant, but all it takes is one or two good teams to start building up, and who knows. And of course, this is just the first game of the relegation, so the loser isn't out just yet. They will have a lower bracket to play through, but of course no one wants to fall to the lower bracket immediately. You want to have the best chance you can to get all the way back to play in those big leagues. Now we see the Deadlock ult get a little bit of impact. Regen won't get killed by the Deadlock ult, but will get spammed by Dasani. And while it looks like we're probably not going to get any rounds strung together just yet, as, well, this is quite frankly falling apart for TTS. The ultimates
Spike planted.
finding their value.
Standing.
As XG collapse onto the B site, it's all down to Wisdom Cats. Now with the barrier mesh in his face, well, no option but to go up, and Dasani was ready for it. Spot in the head, spam down to 2 HP. Yeah, we're not going to be seeing any fight from Wisdom Cats this round. He's going to tuck tail and run for the hills. Hope to save this weapon into the next round, but XG, they know that they've got the money. They can hunt him down, and they should have heard him. Wisdom Cats, yeah, Shinobu will take him down. 7-2 now, so slowly creeping their way closer to a very dominant half. It's good stuff from the side of XG. Zhugang clearly prepped. Playing some interesting comps, but, you know, at the end of the day, a bad plan's better than no plan. And quite frankly, it hasn't really been looking that bad either. Unconventional. But at least they're all on the same page. Certainly doing more than enough to look very, very strong against the Tiny Turtle squad. Showing why they were able to fight in Split 1, and now looking to join those teams from the top 8 in the round of 16. Now pushing forward into the B site. Fully gained here. And yeah, this is just an eco round, so not a whole lot of fight. Wisdom Cats with this. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a saved rifle. I think he just was the only person who had enough money left to buy anything. So, yeah, not much in that round. A little bit of a stomp there. Zhugang completely running them over on the B site. Fortunately, a gun round out here, and well, they're staring down the barrel of an 8-4 at best, or another 9-3. Or if things really don't go their way, well, a 10-2, and then you're sweating. I mean, they probably already are, to be fair, but you know, the difference between a 10-2 and a 4-8 is quite a lot, I would say. Dasani, well, he's not having any of it. Taking the head of Nove, and well, the showstopper over the top, and a third onto Gon. There's no way, he's just going forward as well. Does eventually get taken down by Regen. But nothing more to be gained in the round. It's all down to Yuji. Not UG, sorry. Wisdom Cats, the other Cypher. 1v4 here. He knows it's unlikely. He knows that he's probably going to have to save once again.
Exactly where you are.
And, well, the neural theft is a bit of a kick in the guts for him. Because now the util comes out, they're going to be spamming him down, chasing him through the cyber cage. He does get 2, and, well, maybe a little bit of a chance. Probably not much time left, though, and yeah, you can hear it ticking, and Yuji's gone all the way around, taking out his counterpart. 9-2 now. And once again, Tiny Turtle Squad looking at a 9-3 at best. And, oh gosh. XG choosing to pull out a timeout. Not too sure what there is to talk about. Maybe just having a good laugh. Vibes probably are feeling pretty good. Or maybe they're just, you know, taking things as seriously as they can and patching the smallest of mistakes. Be interesting to know what they're talking about. You probably never will know, but, you know, that's all good. Let the Valorant speak for itself. XG's has been looking pretty good so far. Especially Dasani, carrying over his performance from Lotus. And I was talking about Brew earlier, and he's definitely struggling here. On Omen, definitely not finding the same value as he was on Lotus. You can kind of see as well, just in the comp, that, yeah, this is definitely not, you know, TCS's map pick. They had a much more creative comp over on Lotus. You could tell that they had probably put a lot more effort into it, whereas this is a little bit more standard and, well, maybe they're just not quite used to playing against the pace that XG are giving them. But who am I to speculate? Going into the final round of this half, going to be some mid-aggression, and Nove will win against Dasani and Sparta Bang this time. So good start. It's Wisdom Cats looking to hold on to this A site area. Bomb potentially floating back in that direction. Somehow, Brew has managed to get... Oh, not Brew, sorry. Shinobu has managed to find the entirety of the B site. So Yuji creeps forward, and Wisdom Cats has fallen, and Shinobu... A good position here. Gone aware of it, though. Where are the possibility that someone could have snuck all the way forward? Now some question marks on the map for TCS. 2 lurks now, all the way forward. Shinobu does get taken down. Nove 3 on the round, and, well, Yuji, sneaky as ever, taking down Brew. And they've salvaged this one, down to a 2v2. The operator's shot missing. This is a retake that's suddenly come down to a 1v1, 1v2, sorry. It's fallen apart. A 2-10 half.
Switching sides.
How have XG converted that? That is actually insane. I think TCS were just like all gathered at mid. Didn't really have much control in A or B, and, well, Shinobu and Yuji just snuck all the way up. Managed to shoot people in the back, and I guess that's all you really need. As I was saying, a 2-10. It's a rough scoreline to be looking at, and this is XG's map pick, but looking just as dominant as they were on Lotus. Maybe not TTS's day to day. Now we go into the pistol round, and, well, if they want any chance of winning this 2-10 scoreline, well, they certainly have to do more than losing 2 to Dasani. Is, well, now Downtail's got the barrier mesh to hold them back, make sure that these trades can't go back in the way of TTS. This barrier mesh is going to eventually get taken down. This battle bang, maybe a little bit too eager to fight here, pushing into the smoke, but doesn't really matter. They're just going all the way in. Nove does find 2, but they're running them all the way down. Pistol round converted for XG, bringing the fight directly to TTS. They will win it. Now just 2 rounds separating them from winning their first series. and sending TTS to the lower bracket. It's been an excellent series for XG so far. Now on their defense side, I mean, honestly, it's a shame that we didn't get to see the defense first, honestly. I mean, I would have loved to see how the deadlock was going to be used. Didn't see too much of it on the offense, as it is a Sentinel. But I'm sure we'll see plenty more of XG in the days to come. And, well, this is a very ratty spot from Wisdom Cats, catching the run out. Shots missing, but eventually taken down too. It's a good start to a Seeker round, and they have forced up, and Bruise found Yuji at mid. Okay, this is what we wanted to see here. Down to a 5v2. This would be absolute insanity for Shinobu and Spartabang to convert. Definitely unlikely, but anything's possible. Spike should be going down on the B site, and, well, Spartabang has a judge. So,
Spike planted.
not much to contest at the moment, and should they choose to push up into heaven, well, there'll be a judge waiting. But I doubt we'll be seeing that. TTS happy to play on site. Shinobu on the flank here. Think potentially got spotted out by that spy cam, and, well, now Spartabang
Standing.
absolutely overwhelmed in heaven by Nove. And position of Shinobu is definitely known, and, well, the spam will take down Wisdom Cats, but I doubt we'll be seeing too much more in this round, as, well, he does have this dark cover for now. Nove will track him down on his way out. 3-11. A good eco round conversion. Not getting the pistol round, but yeah, they're able to just force it up, and, well, Wisdom Cats. Wait, was it Wisdom? I'm getting my Cypher players mixed up again. Yeah, I believe it was Wisdom Cats, hiding in that little spot behind the Viper wall. Able to get an excellent opener.
This should do. That goes there.
Oh, now we're going to be seeing a little bit of a fight towards mid as Sani's sending it all the way down. Going to see all these members of TTS fall all the way back and reclear this. Potentially look to fight, but how has this happened? Downtail's gotten two. We've gotten an aftershock kill. Suddenly this is a 4v2 now. I don't... All happened in a flash. Nove has managed to get Downtail. But Dasani holding this angle, not letting anyone pass. The players are low now. Wisdom Cats does find one. But the spike is more or less in the grasp of XG, and oh my gosh, Shinobu spamming through the smoke. Not the eco in return. This would put them in the grave. 12-3 now. This is rough,
Point.
to say the least. Is ready to say that, well, we should be seeing at least a few more rounds from TTS, but, well, they do get stomped right back into their place. XG not happy about losing that second round. Get a thrifty right back in reply. And, well, now we're going to be seeing TTS go back to that A fight. Because, well, Dasani always seems to be wary of where they're going, and he's always going to be the first contact. Won't find anything this time. There is 5 players here. Now the showstopper coming out. Won't find anyone. Nove will be taken out by Dasani. And I see the omen on the assist there. I swear, that's another spam to a smoke. Oh gosh, Spartabang's just running them down. This is XG showing dominant performance, taking the series in 2-0 fashion. 13-3, 13-3. No doubt at all that they were the better team tonight. Taking down Tiny Turtle squad and leaving them in the dust. A swift 2-0. And yeah, we'll be looking to see more of them in the coming days as we move on throughout the bracket. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. That's all we have for today. As Zoogang are going to be your winners. As yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. This has been Atlas on day 1 of the relegation and promotion of Split 2 for Valorant Challenges Tour Oceania. I'll hope to see you guys in the coming days. Thank you for watching.